Hey, what's going on, everybody? Trade NBD here. What it do? What it do? Man, I know y'all ain't heard from me in a while with all the chaos going out here within YouTube, United States, the world, this crazy red pill sector, this crazy political sector. But yeah, there's a whole lot going on out here, and some things I really didn't touch on. So y'all finally get to hear my opinion on this. I mean, I don't really mess around up here on too much on this channel anyway because of the shadow ban, but I just figured I'd come out, and say a little something. Y'all haven't seen me on panels or anything lately, so I just came up here, to drop a couple bombs and probably just dip on out. I'm not gonna be up here long, y'all, but special guest coming through. Hope y'all like the thumbnail. The red pill strikes back. So yeah, without further ado, y'all enjoy this. And special guest coming through. And we're gonna talk about some things. What we're gonna talk about that? Let me see. What we're gonna talk about. Let me see my video. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Just Pearly, her interview with Nick Fuentes. Nah, she did nothing wrong, y'all. Nothing. Nada. Add that hashtag up in there. Let's see. Boom. Alright. Alright, so there we go. Tag Just Pearly in this thing. So I can jump up here and eat off this too. Now I'm not trying to eat, but if y'all want to donate, hit the cash out. Your Pie Man 1. $, your Pie Man 1. Because I am your Pie Man. Let me see who else, see who all up in here already. My man Clue, what it do, bro? My man Clue saying let's go. He the first one up in this piece. Cobra Elite, what's going on, man? Yo, yeah, we under the stress, bro. Love that avatar. Texas Meg, hey, what's good? How you doing? My man Danny, up in this piece. Yeah, Cobra, yeah, red pill all day long. My man Winthrop, what it do? What it do? Survival, what's good, bro? What it do? What it do? My day one survival up in here. D-Rock Den, what's up? It's been cool hearing you on his server's backup channel. It's nice to hear on your own channel too. Yeah, man, get up here, have a little fun. Bros, distractors are turning on each other. Yeah, man, man on the can, bro. Man on the can. What, Thorn? Man, I don't believe that, man. Come on, Thorn. I don't think Citizen Lou out here asking for no reparations, man. Come on, get out of here. Free Zone, what it do? What it do? Man, Catalina Castillo, hola, como está? Y'all, I seen Catalina this past weekend. Her hair was looking just like this. Just like this. This is like Catalina to the T. Matter of fact, the shirt she had on almost looked like this. Yeah, y'all. Catalina was like looking just like this, y'all. For those that, especially going, Sweet Melody, speak. Sweet Melody. Shout out Sweet Melody calling Catalina Afro Latina. Only thing Afro about Catalina, y'all, is her hair because she had to throw out looking straight. Damn, Thorn, man. I know Free Zone clipped that, man. That freaking Citizen Lou out here asking for reparations. Come on, bro. You got your reparations by freaking being able to travel around the world, use that blue passport. But it is what it is. It's weird out here. What's going on with the community, folks? It's real weird, man. The whole conservative lefty shift is just weird. Just go out here and get it. And yeah, like I said, I got a special guest, y'all, that's gonna come up here and talk about these reparations. My man Danny, these pro-blacks are so ridiculous, constantly trying to emotionally manipulate black people with their thumbnails or just pearly things, standing by burning crosses and black slaves picking cotton. Man, you know what? Hold up. Man, I'm glad you said that. You know what? Here, I know what I'm gonna do. Damn. I don't know how I can share this. I need to. My man Survival sent me this earlier. Let me check. Where am I logged in at here? All right, hold up a second. Let me go over here. I need to switch my YouTube here and log in as my old YouTube. Well, the YouTube I'm broadcasting for because my man Survival sent me a little something. Let me do this. What the hell? Oh shoot, I'm not logged in over there. All right, so let me go over here to Telegram and find that joint Survival sent me. All right, y'all, I'm gonna share a little something for y'all over here. Like, as we saw, Pearly said that, slavery was embellished, which it was. So, and y'all know me, man. These stats I'm about to drop, this video I'm about to drop here isn't quite accurate on the research I've done on my own family and history going back throughout, my family, Mississippi side. So I'm gonna drop this up here for y'all. And like I said, Pearly did nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing. I'll share this here just for y'all. All right. Boom. Oh, hold up a second. Did I let me do that again? I don't think I gave y'all audio. All right, there you go. Audio. Boom. Add the screen. Did you know that in 1860, what?
1860, there were 393,975 slave owners in the slave states out of a population of 12,240,293. So this means that 3.22% of the population of the 15 slave states were slave owners. But did you know many slave owners were black? Here are some famous black slave owners. Number 5, Marie Therese Metoyer, an African American free lady.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the hijack, y'all. Shout out to Core Mayo. Yeah, ain't no Africans up here. Y'all know me. Ain't no freaking African. These are just Americans up here. So just ignore that little African BS they dropping in front of these folks. These are just great Americans up here. And that was a picture of Dilsey Pope. So yeah, they get their slave owner pictures mixed up. But Marie Matoyer, yeah, she was a biggie in Louisiana. But let me keep playing this.
Who owned slaves in Louisiana. Number 4, Anna Gallo, black woman plantation owner in Florida. Number 3, Richard Edward DeReef, a prominent African American member of South Carolina society. Number 2, Mary Ann Celeste Dragon, an African American, one of the most powerful women in the history of Creole New Orleans. Number 1, Aspasia Crevelier Moreau, just like her mother and sister who were also black slave owners in Savannah, Georgia. Did you know that in 1860 there were
I'm gonna run that back.
393,975 slave owners in the slave states out of a population of 12,240,293? So this means that 3.22% of the population of the 15 slave states were slave owners. But did you know many slave owners were black? Here are some famous black slave owners. Number 5, Marie Therese Metoyer, an African American free lady who owned slaves in Louisiana. Number 4, Anna Gallo, black woman plantation owner in Florida. Number 3, Richard Edward DeReef, a prominent African American member of South Carolina society. Number 2, Mary Ann Celeste Dragon, an African American, one of the most powerful women in the history of Creole New Orleans. Number 1, Aspasia Crevelier Moreau, just like her mother and sister who were also black slave owners in Savannah, Georgia. Did you know that in 1860 there were 393,975 slave owners in the slave states out of a population of 12,240,293? So this means that 3.22% of the population of the 15 slave
Hey,
states were
somebody
slave
send
owners.
this to
But did
Pearl.
you know many slave
I'm just gonna
owners were
keep running
black?
this
Here are some
back.
famous
I'm gonna
black
run back
slave
the
owners.
embellishment
Number
for a
5,
minute,
Marie
y'all.
Therese Metoyer, an African American free lady who owned slaves in Louisiana.
And let me help y'all out right here as y'all watch this. When you Google these folks, they'll try to say some crazy stuff like, they were like African or Sinhalese or some crazy mess like that. That's what they'll try to drop on y'all. And I'll leave it right here on Marianne Dragon. You know, there we go. Let me pull her up. So, all right. So when you pull up profiles of these folks, let me show y'all a little something right here. Let me show y'all a little something about the hijack and the embellishment. Oh, Danny, bro. Come on, man. Man, hold up, man. Hold up. Man, where's she at, man? Where's she at? Let me throw Dilcy on the screen. Shout out, man. I just throw Dilcy on. Slavery wasn't embellished. It wasn't. Marie Celeste Dragon, you know, she might think differently, y'all. I think she would say different. And shout out to Survival for sending me that video. Because I've got Arsenal. When I tell cats, especially Bedard Riley, like, look, man, it was 10,000 plus on the 1830 sentences. Y'all get mad. Don't get mad. Just accept it. Accept that the rabbit hole is real. The rabbit hole is real. I'm telling you, this nation was melanated. Out of 12 million people, most of them were black, y'all. Ben Franklin said it. A lot of folks said it. We know we had Black Abe at this point. Andrew Jackson, nicknamed the Black Devil. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to these great Americans here, especially Marie Dragon. Dragon. You know what I'm saying? We need a B dub. You know what I'm saying? A down B dub that'll rep for the gulag. It'll just go out there and just lean into it. We need a black female that'll just lean into it and just be like, hell yeah, slavery come back. I'll own a couple of y'all magos. But man, let me drop this link here. Well, no, I can send it directly to him for our special guest. Da, 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 da. Hey, Free Zone, man, let me know if you got a minute to come up, bro. I love to get your take on this. Oh yeah, yeah, Anna would be great. Yeah, Anna's the homie. The way Anna be holding it down, and Anna a little thick up top too. So yeah, she could definitely hang. Yeah, but shout out to this, slave owning Sissa on the screen. But yeah, let me drop this down, y'all. But all right, let me get rid of it. Audio avatar back. Boom. Or should I throw Anthony up here real quick? Mr. Dubla Clay. I can go on and on. Black Abe. Fuck that dude on the left. Who the fuck is that? That was like AI of the freaking 19th century. We rocking Black Abe around here. Oh man. My man Danny, yeah, this African American stuff needs to stop. Elon Musk is from Africa. He's an African American. I don't know what the fuck these niggas on out here, y'all. Oh yeah, excuse my language. I'm not monetized, so I can say whatever the hell I want to say. So let me start this off first. I had a conversation with Kid Styles and Rodriguez and Awesome Alice. And Awesome Alice and Anna Rodriguez, I don't think they understood that I'm not a TradCon. I'm not a traditional conservative. I'm not a conservative trad cuck, whatever you want to call them. That is not me. I don't play the religious game anymore. Do I have a relationship with God? Do I pray every day? Hell yeah, I do. But religion to me is just, the middleman buffer. He's like the arbitrage dude. Get out of my way. If I want to talk to God, I'll speak directly to God. And the religion, these conser- traditional conservatives ain't nothing but a bunch of black women, twerking in the church now, wearing the same clothes they had on the night before in the club. So I'll pass from that. But when it comes to this whole Christian shaming of the red pill, are y'all nuts? Man, I'm red pill to the core. It's a simple breakdown as this, and I'll get into this later in the show when my guest is up here. The red pill, when you're red pill aware, it's just look, you understand women. You know what they're gonna do, think, say before they even do it, say it, or think it. You can anticipate their moves. And when you have money or a little bit of value, your values up there, your RMV is up there, and then you add it onto your SMV, relationship market value and sexual market value. As a man, you have options. Those options are far and wide. You don't have to just, if you're a brother, you don't just have to date Keith if you're a white guy. You don't got to go, swing them in the trailer park. I know I'm playing these color coded games that I don't like to play, but I'm just doing it for show purposes, y'all. But a guy like me, I don't play the black game. I don't give a fuck about niggas. Fuck them. Uh, like I could go around the world and do whatever the fuck I wanted. If I chose to, if I was single, I could date whoever the fuck I wanted to. It's just how it is when you got options as a red pill dude and you're not clouded by this whole religious thing. And the whole issue as it is that Myron slept with, I don't know, what, 400 women? So what? That's his business. He just chose to tell you his body count. Is what it is. He may have embellished, kind of like American chattel slavery. And here we go. Our esteemed guest for the hour. It is Catalina Castillo. Man, what the hell? Thirst trapping avatar is that Catalina got on? Damn, Catalina. Shit. Prima. Whoa. But
Hey, primo.
what's going, man? Don't call me that. That's just me. You sound like one of those, you sound like one of those videos on X video.
Like who?
The porn sites. They do all that fake incest stuff. You got an echo going on there.
Ah, okay.
Yo, so while Catalina gets that settled out, I'm gonna get the first video here. We're gonna talk about queued up. Let me see here. Y'all about to get my views on some stuff. We're gonna talk about. Let me make a banner. Oh, shit, hold on, y'all. Damn. All right, so let me make this banner.
Hey there. Is it gone?
Yeah, you sound much better.
Okay, perfect. Hi, everyone. Lemon pepper wings. Don't start with me. I'm gonna throw some hot sauce down your
La
pipes.
Toxica.
Toxica.
Yeah, this Pearl did nothing wrong. And y'all. Okay, so Catalina, you familiar with the Just Pearl situation?
Oh, yes.
So she talked to Nick Fuentes. Ooh, so horrible that she had a conversation with Nick Fuentes. Like, what's your opinion on like free speech and just giving people a platform?
I'm an American. I believe in free speech. I believe that no matter what the other person is saying, if they're not hurting you physically, you can always turn around and ignore it. You can always scroll by. You can always change the channel, but they have the right to speak, just like you and I do.
All right, cool. I'm 100% with that.
Hey, LA Thorn, Francesca. Hello, Clue. Hi, Reasonability. Free Zone. Hey, Latin. Hey, Laughing Dog. Say hi to everybody.
Man,
Everybody I see in the chat.
I didn't even know ABL covered this.
Oh, did he? I'm curious to know what he has to say.
Oh man, ABL is a little woke. I just looked at the comments. I guess ABL says he shouldn't be platformed.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, ABL. I don't really listen to ABL. Shout out to ABL, but I don't get into that politics stuff. So I don't really get down like that. So I'm not even gonna play what the big parts of the Nick Fuentes thing. I'm going to show this part right here. It was a back and forth between Nick, Pearly, and this Italian chick, this like Italian leftover chick. She was kind of thick. She dates a black dude. So yeah, niggas go around the world getting leftovers. Um, so they're gonna react to Candace Owens and dating. And hey, Francesca in the house, what it do? Hey, Free Zone, let me know if you got time, bro. So here we go. I'm gonna hit this play, and we're gonna talk about this, Cat.
Got it.
All right.
What up, guys? Welcome to the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel. Today, I have two special guests on the channel. Welcome, Nick Fuentes.
Hi, what's going on?
And welcome, Gabby.
Hi, what's going on?
Today, we are going to be reacting to my favorite content creator in the whole wide world, Candace Owens. Gabby, what do you think of Candace Owens?
She's pretty.
Yeah? You like her?
She's pretty.
What do you think of Candace Owens?
I like her. I think she's pretty too. And I think she's pretty based.
Question
Yeah, I
mark?
thought that was.
I don't know
I thought that was.
she's married.
Do you think it was wrong for Candace to race mix?
Yeah, I think it's wrong to race mix.
So I have a
in general.
question.
Yeah.
So you don't agree with race mixing, but do you find black women attractive?
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, I've said that before.
Okay.
Now this is especially interesting because.
Okay, I'll pause it right there. Now, he's entitled to his own opinion. I've heard way worse from, a lot of short little gay acting niggas in the manosphere. Not saying any names, but I done heard way worse come out their mouths. So I don't really see nothing wrong with what Nick said. Shit. He ain't down with it. Everybody got their preference. I don't like bestiality. I don't like pineapples on my pizza. I don't like leaving the lights on at my house at night, running up the bills. My preference. So here's the thing. Just like most niggas, Nick Fuentes doesn't like the fact that Candace Owens got with a British dude who's less melanated about pearly complexion. Most niggas say the same thing. Shit. What's the problem? Why they like Free Zone said right here? Why are they in their fields over it? I don't know. What's your thoughts so far, Kat?
I mean, the guy has a preference. He's entitled to it. He's an American. If he doesn't want to race mix, that doesn't mean anything. That just means he doesn't want to race mix. A lot of people, there's so many people from Latin America, so many people from the Caribbean who say the same thing. I mean, is it better coming from their lips than his just because he's white? I mean, it doesn't sound. I mean, it doesn't sound like he's saying anything out of the ordinary to me.
Oh my God! Somebody get God. Does Francesca have a wrench? Man, somebody time Francesca out. Get her out of here.
Oh
I'm just kidding.
no, Francesca, absolutely. Pineapple on pizza, yes.
God, you know what, Francesca? Because of survival, you can stick around. Oh my God, Thorn too, bro. Oh my God, bro. I know you ain't black, bro. God damn it.
Hey, I
Oh
have
my-
like 5 cousins. We could all sit down and eat pineapple and pepperoni pizza.
Oh my God, Plexic, bro, brethren, what's wrong with you? You got to because I ain't attracted to non-black, bro. First thing, you can't be calling them bitches, bro. So, Plex, bro, you hate niggas, bro. You know that 91% of the B dubs fall into the nigga category. Just saying. Good luck on the hunt out there. But but you know what though, Blexit, I'm glad you said that because Blexit feels the same way as Nick Fuentes. The same way. Nick Fuentes feels he didn't go as hard as Blexit did right there, but he feels the same way. Let me play a little bit more.
Because Gabby has a black boyfriend, so it's like, you think that's wrong?
I do.
Yeah, she should break up with him.
I do think that, yeah. I prefer that she wasn't doing that.
Don't you? Don't you said?
Oh, does it make you uncomfortable, Nick?
No. No, but it's wrong.
Why?
Why is it wrong?
She should find a nice Catholic Italian
But
man.
I thought she's tainted now.
I'm tainted. I have tattoos.
Well, that's I mean, she is. So it's going to be a hard time for her, but
Yeah.
she's got to live with that.
Oh, okay.
I'm living with it. Just
All right. So did you see the smile on Nick Fuentes' face?
I did. I think he was having fun with that.
Yo, kid, does anybody in the Black Manosphere, a nigga tube, not understand Amuse mastery and running game? He's just basically trying to get this fat Italian, well, I guess American Italian chick triggered. Your thoughts?
That's what it sounds like he was doing. I mean, it looked like he was having fun with it. But I mean, like, still, he has his own opinion, and it's nothing that. I mean, if we look back, I can't even say if I look back. I mean, my mom didn't want me to be with anyone but someone that was light skinned. Something about preserving the race. I think
Yeah.
I mean, I have, but here you go, and some of my mom's siblings are dark and some of them are light. But I guess it's just a matter of, staying within your own culture, or even though I take that back because my mom didn't want me to be with a Dominican either.
Yeah, it's weird out here, huh?
Go figure.
Yeah, what they say. I heard guys say Dominican men don't cheat. I saw some Dominican dudes posting that.
Oh, that one's like wow. Nope.
Yeah, but Umar Johnson spews racial slurs against black dudes for mixing with white chicks. Black women forever, snow bunnies never. That dude's a total clown. Any black dude who hates white chicks is suspect. Yeah, this is yeah, and Pearl did on the trigonometry interview say that why don't I bring Nick Fuentes and Umar on the show? Holy cow, man, we could wow, cool. Man, I did not know you could do that. You could change your layout now on StreamYards. Cool. Wow. Okay, got it. Yeah. Nice.
That is pretty cool.
Man, do you see it moving around? Okay. Let me move. Let me get discard changes. All right, cool. Umar is racist. Yes, he is. But I'd say Umar is way more racist than a Nick Fuentes. Shout out to Nick, man. Nick is based. Let me play some more.
that's fine. I'm doing just fine over here, baby. I'm good.
I believe you.
Okay, so now we're actually not talking about race mixing. I think let's go. Let's do the video. The video. Could you make the video a little bigger? I just feel like we could. Is that possible? Okay. The camo. You're back in the camo again.
Back in the camo
Oh, I didn't even think you were
and
wearing
the
a jacket.
Ralphomania T-shirt. What's up?
So I didn't even see you wearing a jacket.
You didn't see me at all.
No.
Saw a floating head.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Just pants and a head.
are harsh here. Well, penalties are harsh here in Thailand, so there's not a lot of crime.
Is it? What's going on? It's not moving. I think it's a different video. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Increasingly, you're telling women to be the opposite of what I think men want, right? The opposite, maybe in the instant when men are not thinking with their big heads and they're saying, oh, well, she's not naked, great, I'm going to go for it. That might be what a man wants. But long term, that's not what a man wants. A man doesn't want a girl that's just going to be naked all the time and put herself out there available for every man to see. That I don't have to be a man to know that that's not what men want. So then you say men suck. And I ask this question all the time. You complain about men, but are you being the type of a woman that a man would want, right?
Yo, what's up, guys? Before we get started, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We are almost at 300,000 subscribers, and we would love for you guys to help us make it happen. So hit the subscribe button, and let's get started with today's video.
You know what I always say?
Go ahead.
Experiment with both and tell me what makes you feel better. And that is the truth when it comes to young women, because I dedicated my first episode to young women and really talking to them about these are the options that are being presented to you. Less, take off more clothes, do the most to get attention, right? If you think that that's freedom, the idea that you have to wear less and the idea that you have to get naked to be heard, you really think that's a form of freedom? Because that's slavery, that's bondage. I didn't have to take off my clothes to be heard in society. And these women will realize that when you follow these people that are...
Do you think women should be heard at all in society?
That's a good question. No, should not be seen or heard.
All right, so I mean, yeah, Candace, straight up, I'm in, and this is one of the things about the whole red pill movement. Like once you're with a man, like you're in that committed relationship, it's the man's choice. If he wants you to wear sexy clothes and look good like that, okay. If he says it, cool. If he doesn't want you to, don't wear it. It's his choice. Yeah, like you give your bodies to each other. That man gives his service of work, willing to go out here and, you know, turn big rocks into little rocks and go out here and fight the white man every day in corporate America or, blue collar America, wherever, or military, first responder. And all he wants to do is come home to a woman who rocks with his program. If on Friday night he says, let's go out, hey, sweats and, hoodie, that's what you're wearing. If he says sexy black skirt, wear that. Go with your man's preference if you with a dude. But here's the thing. If he don't want you doing it and you going on your Instagram, making cash app, making it rain, or he's at work and you at the mall, dropping the kids off at school half naked, running around, looking like a, whatever, then you got problems. But I just say defer to your man on it. But what say you, Kat?
I am a big proponent of that. I love it when my man um recommends that I wear something. I know if he recommends it, it's because I either look better in it and I represent him, so I have to look good. Or it's just something that he likes, and why wouldn't I please him? Excuse me, all my voice is kind of a little bit in and out. I'm curious though, in the chat, Latin A said, I think I'm a little behind. Says, that doesn't make any sense. I'm not sure what you were talking about, love. And then why is Nick Fuentes even relevant at all? Trey, that was a question for you, but I'd love to.
Because this is about Just Pearly. And Just Pearly and Nick Fuentes are on the screen. I'm giving
Yeah.
I've been silent on this whole Just Pearly Nick Fuentes thing for like a month. I figured I'd finally speak on it. But as you see up here, Just Pearl did nothing wrong. Absolutely zero. Like if I could get Nick Fuentes on, I'd go on with Nick Fuentes. So what? I agree with most of what he says. Like, is what it is.
And the thing that I'm saying is, if he's racist, oh well. I mean, he's either racist or has strong preferences. From what I remember of, men in the past, they had strong preferences. They were strong men and they expected certain things. But nowadays, I guess you have to worry about people's feelings.
Yeah. And man, what the heck is going on? Numbers. All right. So let me play some more of this.
Not even nothing.
Well, what are we hearing them for?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like when she says, "I need to be heard as a woman," it's
you think
like
Candace Owens should be heard?
I don't think it's really necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of guys saying what Candace Owens is saying.
Mm-hmm.
And often what you'll find is that guys will say something and women will say it, but then they're women. So they'll get all these like horny boomers who will watch that instead. Like they need to hear Lauren Southern say it because Lauren Southern like keeps their attention.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know.
What do you think? Gabby, what do you think?
Are you real? Like, is this really what you think?
What is wrong about what I just said?
Women should be seen and heard. Like, are we just not people? Like, just because we have a vagina, we're not people with brains and cognitive function?
See, I'm like, okay, at first I'm like, well, I have a podcast and I enjoy doing this. But I was thinking about it. Like, if I look at it from a society perspective, right, take myself out of it. Because as women, we always make it about us. That's our first thing.
True.
And I'm like, as a society, we probably would be better if women weren't. As a society, just think about it. Who's talking the most nonsense on the internet? Is it men or women?
Nick Fuentes. That's who's talking the most nonsense.
Facts. What are you saying that needs to be heard? Like what if you're a woman that needs to be heard? What
Did
is
I
it?
say that I was? No.
Okay.
I'm just the personality hire. I add a little bit of spice.
Okay. So you don't have anything that needs to be heard, is what you're saying.
but you're pretty, so you need to be.
There it is. Like, hey, y'all stop beefing in the chat now. Come on, y'all. Like, yeah, no need for that. But the seen not heard piece, and this is something that modern women don't get, is not most women like your ideas are great for the home front. Your ideas are great when they're based in femininity. However, when women start leaning into masculinity, I just see Hillary Clinton. That's all I see. I see, the chick from Facebook that told women to ride the cat carousel to then go get go hit the stepdad pipeline in their 30s or whatever. I don't see nothing wrong with what Nick said. Like, be seen, not heard.
I don't see anything wrong with it either. Um, I used to. I used to think, I have a voice, so I need to speak. But, the thing is that if you have a man by your side, and I mean this as in it could be your father, it could be your older brother, it could be your husband. But if you have a man by your side and you use your femininity to relate to them what is important to you, they will take that into consideration and they will speak for you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I just, it's like, all right, you you speak through your actions. If you're a woman and you're out here like Megan Rapinoe, we'll just say Megan Rapinoe, the soccer player with the white haired chick. She just came out against the bill that keeps freaking Transformers out of girls and women's sports. So you have Olympian, making all this money off the men's soccer team, about to retire, and she says that Transformers rights should be protected to be in women's sports. That's when it comes to be seen, not heard. And just like the chick up here, this fake Italian chick, when Nick was like, okay, what substance do you have? Absolutely zero, none. Hey, come on, y'all, chill out in the chat, or I'm gonna like start timing out for real. I got the almighty powerful button from the YouTube gods here where I can time anybody out. Y'all chill out for real in the chat. But Kat,
Yes.
what do you think?
I'm sorry, I was stuck in the chat.
I know, right? The drama.
I was reading it. It was actually some of it was kind of funny, but it really speaks to what we're talking about, which is not about Nick Fuentes, not about some person in particular, except what Pearly was saying and that she interviewed someone. But we're talking about freedom of speech. And the chat right here, and many chats that I've been in, show me what Americans are really thinking about freedom of speech. They really think that they get so bothered by the smallest thing people say that they want to shut you up. And they prove it in the chats. I'm going to mute somebody for 300 seconds. I'm going to time you out. I'm going to kick you off, the panel because I don't like what you're saying. And I'm like, that's not necessary. If you really believe in the rights that were afforded to us by our Constitution, and you really believe that you are an American and you appreciate uh, the country that we live in, yes, if there's things that need to be changed, you can go the proper routes to make a difference. But people should start acting like it. They really do. Respecting other people's rights, you know. And it goes to so many places. It touches on so many things, including this whole drag queens going to do story time at elementary schools and parents not being able to say anything about it. Come on, y'all. Like, we are really downplaying our rights. We are disrespecting each other by not respecting each other's rights. We're not acting like Americans. Why
Yeah,
should the world see us that way?
big facts. Now, I'm gonna play a little bit more of this, and then we're gonna move on to the whole, red pill, uh, TradCon, made up beef going on that the TradCon started. And let me pull this back up. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna play a little bit more, and then we're gonna get out of this.
There you go. See? Case closed.
I do really like Candace Owens though. I feel
like her.
Yeah, I'm okay with her. How about it's only the podcast where the women agree with the men?
Yeah, sure. They do the weather.
self-imposed feminists. I'm a feminist. I do this. I'm a feminist. You hear that word over and over and over again. You'll find that the majority of them are miserable. Look at their lives and ask yourself a question. Do you think they are happy? Do you feel good when you do what they do? Right? When you're constantly looking for a dopamine hit from social media because you took your clothes off and you want somebody in your comments, a thirst trap with your ass out, right? And you want someone in your comments like, oh, slay bay, you slayed the day, bay. Hashtag Tuesdays, am I right?
Yeah.
And you do this stuff for attention, and you're devaluing yourself. And at the end of the day, you don't actually feel good, and it's not going to bring you happiness, right? So yeah, you can get guys sliding in your DM. You can get guys telling you look good. You can get guys that want to sleep with you. How many of these people actually get guys that want to stay with you, right? Are not in somebody else's DM. The same way that you found him is the same way he's going to find somebody else, because we are increasingly becoming a part of a society that's ADHD. You want to know why our grandparents stayed together? Because they weren't looking at ass cheeks all day on Instagram and refreshing it and going, oh, well, that girl looks younger, that girl looks better, that girl's face tuned, and I think that is what these young women that they're following are telling them. You've got 13-year-olds getting lip injections, right? Because they want to look like Kylie Jenner. Again, not a shot to Kylie Jenner, but what society have we created that ever made Kylie Jenner feel like she had to go out and buy those lips, that she had to contour her entire face and change her entire body? She was already a beautiful.
I feel like women do that shit for other women, not men. Men do not want girls with lip filler.
You think?
No, men do want.
I don't think so.
Okay, then why do women or men always go for women that have lip filler?
For like
everywhere.
For a one night thing, not a long term thing.
Guys like the bimbo look.
Do you like the bimbo look?
No, I don't. I kind of like the more plain, like girl next door kind of look. Not the bimbo plastic surgery, that whole deal. I don't like that.
I think there's women that are so beautiful that have the filler and the plastic surgery, and that's the first thing I see when I look at them. I'm like, oh, clearly you have chin filler, Botox, nose job, but you must have been so much more beautiful before. But also, it's just about it's all personal, whatever they feel better in. But it's what society has, because now every girl has lip filler. Walk down the street,
And Botox. I can see it in their forehead. They don't move. It's so, even the girls last night, you could tell.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Yeah, it's like, bruh. But they were old, they were kind of old. I just don't like the work done. I like the natural look, because there's a natural look has integrity. Because when you think about it, actually, your look reflects your values. Everybody says, oh, that's only skin deep. Don't judge a book by its cover. You actually should judge a book by its cover, because the cover reflects often what is within, like even like a book. If you take a book and you're like, treating it like shit and stuff, well, then it's going to look bad. And the same is true with human beings. Like if you're a lazy person and you eat garbage all day and you have no self-control and you like drink a big gulp all the time and then you look fat and ugly, it's like, well, that reflects a lack of discipline, a lack of character. So there's actually more to do with how we look and how we are than maybe what a lot of people would like to believe, maybe more so and people are comfortable with. That's not to say the looks are everything, but it is to say that often they reflect choices which matter.
I can agree with that. Like for me personally, all my tattoos, I got them at a very young age, and I didn't realize till I got older. The reason I got them was because there were certain things I went through when I was young that made me want to appear more like threatening and less like I didn't want people to be able to feel invited.
All right, so this is a good segue point right here to move up into the red pill TradCon discussion. I'm glad Alice is here for this. Kat, I don't know if you noticed, but she just agreed with Nick Fuentes. Everything Nick Fuentes said, in agreement with Candace Owens was spot on. Us men, we prefer the plain Jane look, an adjustable 6 versus all the, crazy getting work done. I understand if you got to get some work done for health reasons, cool. Or, you lose 200 pounds, you got loose skin, got it. But this clown BBL look that, the community and, the Latinx folks have brought on, and even like, Becky and them are jumping onto it now, the clown look, no, that needs to go. But yeah, so this is where I say we segue, Kat, because this girl, and this is the perfect example in free zones in the chat. You know what I mean by this, bro? This chick is a leftover. She's gained weight. She got tattoos. She dates brothers. This is the kind of guy that Nick Fuentes is talking about. You notice Nick Fuentes runs with Kanye. Nick Fuentes has no problem with the fact that Kanye dates a young blonde. None. And that he got 4 or 5 kids with Kim Kardashian, an Armenian chick. None. Nick Fuentes knows at the end of the day the whole race thing is made up. Look at his face, at everything he says. He's laughing. He's trolling. Every comment he makes regarding the controversial stuff, he's laughing. But this girl right here, at the end of the day, she agrees with them because she was probably raised in a more conservative culture, didn't listen, and now she says she realizes, oh, I got all these tattoos now. Only a certain type of guy is going to go after me. Here's the deal: that 20% of brothers, probably way smaller percent MAGA type brother in the U.S. ain't going for her. She can only date that bottom 80% of pooks, maggles, reform Ray Rays. That's the only kind of dude that she going. She don't want bust down Brad. She wants that, like I said, that brother, the kind that'll take her. Because here's the deal: most of the maggles out there, y'all, the reform pooks and Ray Rays, even the trad cuck, brothers, a lot of them, they're gonna put a woman on a pedestal regardless and let her get away with murder, straight murder. So that's why these women gravitate towards maggles. I mean, it is what it is, y'all. And we'll slide to the red pill. What's your thoughts on that, Kat?
I agree. I mean, at the end of the day, you know my opinion on this whole color thing. It makes no sense. If you're dying in the street, you're not going to care the color of the person who comes and saves your life. If something's wrong with your child, you're not going to care the color of the person that saves their life or does something for them. It's BS. It's a facade that we put on to make excuses for other things. Probably, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sick of it too. And Nick Fuentes is racist for a reason. He's got a point. Like, look, if you want to say it, yeah, I'm racist towards Strags. Most B dubs, 91% of them, I'm very racist towards them. Towards Maggles, 80% of brothers, I can't even be around. Dudes I came up with, grew up with, I can't be around them.
But is that really being racist, though? I mean, the definition of racist hasn't changed in the dictionary yet.
I don't believe the races exist. I just have bias towards them. That's the way I look at it. But if somebody else wants to call it racist, cool. But here's the thing: I don't have problems with, Italians, freaking Orthodox Jews, Slovenian cats, Mexicans. I've rolled with straight up cholo cats, Mexican cats that done did hard time that will cut your throat. And I'm cool as hell with them. Man, they'll drop a mayate right in front of me and be like, "Oh, my bad, bro. We forgot you were standing here." And I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck about that shit from y'all dumbass WBs, if you know what that means. And then we'll all laugh it up. They don't get in their feels and want to fight.
Or like, what's the point of getting in their fields and want to fight?
Yeah, I only see one group that's like that. But like I said, we'll talk more about that at the end of the nigga tube, end of Black Manosphere. But what's Francesca tired of?
Uh, I would be assuming. I was assuming that she was saying that she's sick of this whole. I don't know if it's the racist thing or the whole thing with Pearly. Either one. It's
Yeah.
To me, it's the same. I'm sick of it all. Because it makes no sense. It does need to be said. I agree. People need to speak their minds and call out the foolery that's going on. And some agree with the foolery, so go figure. But again, freedom of speech.
Yeah.
But after a while, it just gets tiring because it's like after a while, people should know better.
So let me ask you a couple questions when it comes to Pearly, and then we're gonna dead the Pearly thing. You're gonna have the NBD's full, McNamarish view of the Pearly situation before we move on to the TradCon, Red Pill Wars. Kat, do you see a problem with Nick Fuentes going on Just Pearly show?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Are you upset that Just Pearly embellished slavery?
That she said slavery may have been embellished? No.
Yeah. Does that bother you? Okay.
No. Like, who was there? Like, how do we know?
Yeah. All right. All right. So, do you think just Pearly should be deplatformed because she interviewed Nick Fuentes?
Okay, then if that were the case, then they'd have to get rid of CNN, NBC, ABC. We'd have to get rid of all those people, all those platforms, because they do the same. They interview controversial people. That is what makes it exciting. That is what makes the clicks, the likes. That's what makes it all happen. Is people who are controversy. People who you don't agree with 100% of what they say. Does it make you, lean one way or the other? Uh, if you agree with some of what they say? No, we're human. We have so much more in common than we think.
Yeah. And there you go, y'all. Catalina, I agree with you 100%. And that's basically my take on just Pearly. Nick Fuentes, salute. Y'all know me in the rabbit hole. Go watch Europa, the last battle, and see if you disagree with Nick Fuentes after that. But I'm about to get some water here in a second. But yeah, just Pearly did nothing wrong except one thing. Never apologize to the mob of niggas. Never. Never apologize to the mob of niggas. You did nothing wrong. They just in their fields. You didn't need them anyway. Anybody? Here's the biggest thing. You had American Ku Klux Klan type niggas trying to take money from melanated folks around the world. Nah, stop pocket watching. Stop being crabs in a bucket. Pearly, you did nothing wrong, as I told you on Obsidian Show. Lean into it more. Shoot. Next time, bring on David Duke, Umar Johnson, Cynthia G, Nick Fuentes, Myron Gaines, and let them all just go at it. That's the kind of panel I'm talking about. Gracias, but yeah, that's it. I'm gonna move on from that, y'all, and we're gonna go over here to Tatum now.
And I'll lead with this premise. I think that if you can compartmentalize what people like Fresh and Fit and others say, I think you can gain value out of this. If you can't compartmentalize and not realize that these dudes are single and they really ain't got no game and they really ain't pulling women, they ain't Christians, like they're not going to give you a good value point on what it means to be a high value man or a man at all if you want to be a really good man.
So, oh man, and this is why, y'all, I told y'all I removed the middleman. So right off the rip, Tatum is Christian shaming. He tried to freaking use sign language on him. He Christian shamed him. A Muslim dude. He Christian shamed a Muslim dude. Come on, Brandon, man. That's the left's doing, man. You a political dude. Come on, bruh. And here's the deal. Two single millionaires, multi-millionaires in Miami saying they ain't getting no hoes. Hey, man, put a one in the chat if you think Myron and Fresh are getting hoes being millionaires driving Lambos in Miami. If any of y'all have ever been around a supercar, not even a supercar, a motorcycle or a freaking Corvette, and you go around like any club district, any strip where there's bars at, you getting pussy. Excuse my language, Catalina. Cover your ears, please. If I'm telling y'all, you could do it in a Corvette or a motorcycle. You know your homies back in the day that had motorcycles. All my older cats out here. That motorcycle got pulled in so much. You know what? If you in Texas here and you got a pickup truck that's lifted on some big ass tires, 36-inch lift kit, you getting trim. Please keep your ears covered, Catalina. You getting laid. So you go to Miami, the thought capital of the world, the 304 capital of the world. Well, the 305 is the 304 capital. You rolling around in a Lambo. Trust me, you daggone getting broke off a whole lot. So come on, Tatum, man. Come on, man. You from the hood, bro. You know how I work with these freaking 304s, bro. And you up there from Dallas. And it's even worse. In Phoenix, where you at now? You go around Sun Devil Stadium out there on University Arizona State campus. Roll out there. Let Tatum roll out there. I know he got a nice whip. Hey, you know what's going to happen, Tatum. You ain't got to say a word. They're just gravitating right to your ride. So come on, bro. Stop front, man. You know the deal. And God, man, red pill to the core, y'all. I'll play some more.
These are young guys who are not married and all that other stuff. So they bring these women on, and most of them are dumber than a bag of rocks. All of them, they just got looks, and they bring women on and they destroy them, right? They have them going out there saying, I want a man 6'2" with $1 million a month and him to love me, never cheat on me, and be a virgin. And then they get toe up, right? Because some of these women are not thinking correctly. However, for the first time in a long time, I see a girl. She's sitting right next to Myron. Let me get the mic. She's sitting right here. This girl.
All right, so Cat, how you gonna call these chicks thoughts and cake form at the same time? Did you catch that?
It's an oxymoron.
Like, yeah, these girls are dumb as rock. But I'm cake form. Let me mute this. My bad. I mean, your thoughts, Cat.
I like Tatum. But this, I'm gonna have to like disagree with what he's doing. Uh, he's basically putting the, putting the guys down, not acknowledging that he's doing a service, not acknowledging that he's telling the truth or they're telling the truth. It's all like I don't know. I don't know. It sounds like maybe more his wife is talking than him.
Yeah, it's like, come on. We know how these women are out here, and these women are on these streets. These younger women, these modern women, we know what they're doing out there. You have uh, younger women in your family who are out there who are the perfect examples of this. I hear the stories. I see the text messages. You know, I see it. You know, in my family, I got to deal with it. I see what they out here doing, and it's scary. You know, I'm like fighting to keep my daughters away from that mess. One of my daughters got caught up in it. So come on, Tatum, bro. Keep it a buck, man. You know, the political lane is yours, but it's dating and mating game. Man, you got a nice wifey. Just be happy, bro. Stay out this red pill lane.
Girl finally said something that I think made a lot of sense because these young boys do not understand marriage, love, and how to really treat a woman. Roll the clip.
Right, for you to have a girl at home and then go out and have sex with all of these women. Like, why are we placing value on that?
Well, relationships and sex and relationships, like the mating process is amoral by nature.
$69 US Special Forces device turns men into beasts. It emulates 54,000.
It's not meant to be fair. It's not meant to be moral. It's not meant to be any of that stuff. We're here to reproduce. And unfortunately, there are unflattering realities in the reproduction process.
And if we're here to reproduce, then are you reproducing with all of these women that you're having sex with?
No, but you're still,
that's the point,
you're still
right?
calculating because that is the act to reproduce.
How does that make you valuable if you don't respect your penis?
Because here's the difference. Women are consistently and overwhelmingly underestimate how difficult it is to attract the opposite gender as a man.
See, these dudes don't really have no substance, man. She actually called him out on that because their theology is that men and women are completely different when it comes to sex, right? And I think that it's different, but it ain't completely different. And so he believes a high value man can sleep with as many women as they want to, and they're totally fine because men don't view sex outside of just an act and they move on. Generally speaking, that's what he says. And women, they get emotional. So if they sleep with a lot of people, they're damaged goods. But men can be totally up to par, sleep with as many women as they want, and everything is cool. And so she kind of called him out on it. He's saying that no, it's just for reproductive purposes. So like as animals, there's no morality to it. It's just reproduction. And then she called him out and said, well, all the women you sleeping with, are you trying to reproduce with them? See, because if you ain't trying to reproduce with them, then what you're creating is your own reality of morality in sexual encounters with women. You're not just trying to reproduce. You're trying to have a good time. You're trying not to reproduce. So you're not going fully on the male instinct. Come on, bro. These young men don't know what it takes to have a woman. And that's why me and my wife was going to make a show because you only hear from one side.
You called it. Sound like his wife talking, Cat. But and here's what like gets me about this. He just said the women don't have a voice. I'm gonna give the other side a voice. That's what Myron and Walter do every night almost. They give these women a voice, and one had a voice, and she tried to put men and women equal. We're not. Men can, ladies, I'm sorry, but your man can go out and smash 10 chicks and come home and be a great husband. You would never know about it whatsoever. He just wouldn't show it because men, not these maggles and soy boys of today, men don't feel love and all that emotional stuff through sex. They're just like a dog running around. A nice booty, one of these thoughts pops up with their ass out. They're gonna get excited and they will go out and do it and come right back home and not give a damn. Most men would. Here's the difference: red pill men are honest with it. TradCon dudes are lying about it. They out there at their, TPUSA conventions, getting it in the hotel rooms. Oh yeah, it happens, y'all. But I don't know, Catalina, your thoughts? Think it's his wife talking for real?
I kind of do because I mean those sound like female talking points, right? Again, we're trying to save people's feelings instead of being honest. Like he hasn't mentioned once that anything they say is not factual. And not only that, but I really think that some of the stuff that Fresh and Fit say is to trigger people because they say that men can sleep with as many women, high value men can sleep with as many women as they want. But do they? So everybody's assuming the worst. And everybody's getting in their feelings because they don't want to get cheated on or whatever they want to call it. But they're just assuming the worst, but they're not thinking intelligently, hey, if I do my part as a woman, I lower the possibility of this happening. And I get the man I want.
Yeah, big facts. It's definitely you wanna, and this is one of the things that women, modern women don't get, and a lot of traditional women, they don't get it either, because we're stuck in this modern phase that when you run into a guy with options, he's put in a lot of work to get those options, whether it's through business, entrepreneurship, athletics, uh, investments, crypto, you name it. Whatever he's done to get there, it has taken a lot of work to where he has those options. He has the house, the condo, the car, the yacht, the boat, the body to go along with it. He's got the drip, the clothes. He has the jewelry. He has the Louis Vuitton, Saint Laurent. Uh, he has all that. It took a lot for him to get there. I'm not talking about these trust fund babies and hair. They just blow their shit on crack and whatever, like Hunter Biden. But for a man that's worked to get there, you're just not gonna waltz right in there and just be like, "Hey, I am the table. Yeah, it's just me. I'm just pretty." No, it's gonna take a lot. And if you come with that BS game, yeah, he's out. He's got he's like Leonardo DiCaprio. He's got multiple beautiful nines and tens at his beck and call, blowing them up on Tinder, Bumble, at the bar, the Starbucks barista, all of them. Why would he settle? And this is something that Tatum doesn't get, that Myron and Fresh, this is their life in Miami. Why should they settle? They're interviewing over what, 3,000 of these 304s. I think they got a better understanding of this than Tatum. Tatum, my nigga and all, but damn, nah. Nah, bro, you way off on this one. Catalina?
I would say, unless you have actually spent some time in Miami, you really don't know what's going on. I mean, even the surrounding areas close to Miami, like these men and these boys that are out there are horrible. And these women out there, I mean, they're living their lives. They're being loose and whatever they're doing that's making them happy, but it's not making them wise. I don't know. I mean, every time they come up there, they have an opportunity to prove Fresh and Fit wrong, right?
Nah, they prove them right every single time.
That's what
But
I'm saying.
yeah, I'll play a little bit more here. What's going on, my man Charles Merchant? What it do? Long time. He says all these TradCons are malfunctioning because their wives are going to show up on that Freaknik 94 videos. Man, there's some girls I went to college with. My brother went to college with. Ooh, I know they was down there, man. Some of y'all little niggas, man. Y'all little niggas. All y'all little niggas out here crying about slavery and reparations. Reparations came when your mama was at Freaknik in Atlanta in 94. That was y'all reparations your family got. Your mama was on the top of a drop top BMW with her ass hanging out the side, twerk, getting uh uh Catalina earmuffs. There were multiple objects being inserted inside your mama as she was going down the streets. I'm just keeping it a buck, y'all. I'm 48 fucking years old. I know what the fuck happened. And it won't just Freaknik. It was Greek Fest 2 in Virginia Beach. The Kappa Beach Party. Black Bike Week. All that went down. Shit. I don't want to hear that, TradCons. I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Some of us we was there. We gonna spill the tea. And then you know what, Catalina, this is a good thing. You know, you was raised in the hood as well, and you left us alone. The one thing that the community and the Latinx folks don't want us doing, they don't want us spilling the tea because we grew up around y'all. We was around and we chose to eventually get the fuck away. But because of where our parents put us at, we were forced to go out there and fight the community, fight the Latinx community. We were forced to do that. So, in all that, like I say, I became the wolf, I became the bully to survive there. So, we know what the fuck went on. Freaknik 94 is real. I don't know, Catalina, what's your thoughts on this? Like, you know what went down in well, you grew up in the projects. So, you knew what went down.
Sure do. I mean, it wasn't a pretty scene, but you have to accept the reality that these things did happen. And you have to accept the reality of where we are as a society. And if you're willing to make changes, then make changes. But start with yourself.
Yeah, big facts. And you know what? Yeah, there's some trad thoughts out there. And I'll get into trad thoughts real quick here before I move on with this a little bit more Tatum. And then I'm just going to give my thoughts on the community because I got like, what, 20, 18 more minutes left, y'all, on the show. Only going an hour and a half tonight. I may open it up if I get to the Black Manosphere on time. If I got anybody has any questions for Catalina. Me, no, don't ask me shit. Um, Damn, I just lost my. Oh, trad thoughts. I'm glad it was on the screen. Look, ladies, based, red pilled, new code terrorist words out there. Men with options that understand women, red pill to the core. Guys like Myron. You want these kind of guys. Like your internal programming going on from your brain all the way down to your vajayjay tells you this guy turns me on the most. However, shout out to Myron, but shout out to my man Tatum. Ladies, you want Myron to turn into Tatum. Trad thoughts. That's what you want. You want to take that bad boy and retain all his bad boy qualities, but you want him to be this nice, upstanding, conservative, traditional Christian guy who used to be about that life in Tatum. It don't work that way, ladies. Don't try to change him. You get what you get. If you link up with a Myron, no, you're gonna have to put in a certain amount of work to be with a Myron Gaines. You link up with a Tatum, it's gonna take a certain amount of work and a different type of work to be with him. But at the top of the pecking order, the Andrew Tates of the world are at the top. That's what you want. Everything internally inside of you tells you that. And you want to turn that man into Tatum. Well, the community, they want to turn him into like Russell Wilson. But that's a whole different thing. What do you think, Kat, on that?
I I don't know. I mean, traditionalism tells you to not change a man, to accept him the way he is. And feminism tells you you don't even need men. So, I mean, go figure.
Yeah, I know I'm hitting hard tonight. I'm just like, man, you got some old school NBD here. Man, let me just play some more Tatum.
Right? It's like either people are women can do no wrong, or women are the most evil things on planet Earth, and that y'all are worthless, and you need to try to get yourself to a point where a man actually loves you. And in reality, it's like, no, a good man is a man who can manage his sex drive, who is not sleeping with 100 different women, because your reputation goes down, brother. Even though these young bucks don't believe that, you sleep with a whole bunch of women, bro, your reputation goes down. The good woman that you want as a man, and you out here slutting it up with all these women, you're not valued.
Catalina.
I don't know. Most of my uncles were classified as hoes.
Well,
In my
here's the
states
thing.
because they were Dominican, but
How many
mean,
women? Do you know how many women they was with?
I have no idea.
You know, this not cringe or anything, but has your cousin ever told you how many women I was with?
No, that's not
Has-
something we
Yeah.
discuss.
Has she ever complained to you about the fact that I was in Germany as a dark-skinned black dude for 4 years, and the rumors and stories?
No,
You know,
she doesn't complain.
has she ever complained to you about the fact that I was in Central America and the Caribbean and Spanish-speaking countries of being a fluent freaking Negro speaking Spanish? Did she complain at all about that? Knowing that, you know, and the fact that I was a pickup artist as well. Did she complain about that?
No.
All right. Y'all perceive value. I'm not even going to use myself as an example, but I'll use Tatum as an example. You got 1 million subs. You was a police officer. You got this nice conservative business. You got a lot. Tatum got a lot of perceived value. You're going to look at him and be like, man, he was probably, before he had his Jesus moment, he was probably running through them, because I know cops. Anybody in the chat, they run with cops. You know, cops get a lot of poontang. Hey, one of your cousins, Cat, is NYPD. You know which one I'm talking about, right?
I plead the fifth.
You think he was getting a lot? You think he
I
got any
plead the fifth.
situationships?
I don't know.
But
I mean, you know, I
oh,
mean, you know, I
I
don't
ain't gonna
know.
put you on the spot like that. He cool as hell. But so you ran with him. You know how it is. How did the women react to him when they seen him in that uniform?
Oh my God, the women would melt.
They what?
They would melt. Like regardless if his wife was there or not, they would melt. If his wife wasn't there, I mean, these women were just trashy with it. But
Yeah. So based on, all right, you know, and you got an uncle too. Your uncle, a whole lot of women. I heard his stories. He was a killer in DR. Good man and a killer. And love y'all. Love y'all. I heard he loved all the little ones, the little girls. He protected them. Didn't have nothing to worry about over there. But he was a playboy. And you said he had a steady stream, right?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
he was like one of the most respected men over there. I mean, respected by not only the family, but it is what it is. You know, a man of his stature. God bless you. A man of
Thank
his
you.
of his status, let's say. And the way he carried himself, nobody messed with him. Nobody.
But did his reputation as a womanizer like change how people viewed him?
No. That's what he was known for. And you either accepted him or you weren't part of his life. But his way of life is not going to change based on what other people thought.
Yeah. Yep. And so here's the the crux of it all. Some guys get powered up. by being around beautiful women out there doing it, like Charles Merchant said about being on his purpose. Some guys, want to be on a purpose and like totally like remove women from the scene. However, I know dudes like that. And on the other hand, I know dudes that, they grind all week and they go out, they just need to be around a baddie for the weekend. They'll pay for it, they'll make an arrangement, they'll keep them on standby, whatever, but they like to be around a baddie on the weekend. And come Monday, they back at it. And they back on their purpose. And boom, weekend comes and they back on it. They got their time to let loose. And I ain't hating on that. It is what it is. If you want to be on your purpose in like a month, cool. If you need a little something, need a little strange to boost you up, it's on you. It's like, what's all this police and the male agency? Why?
Because what was that song? I heard a song the other day. Oh, my man was singing it. Hoes mad.
Oh my God. The Hood Conservative. Did you hear the Hood Conservative remix with AOC?
No, I don't believe I have. But that's the only reason I can think of. Just people mad. They're mad they don't get their way. They're mad that, things aren't just given to them. And I don't know. Oh, that's your jam, David. Hoes mad.
Yeah. But man,
A
Tatum
man's
Rollins.
value does not decrease. A man's value does not decrease because he's with more, like, a lot of women, even before marriage or whatever. He's with a lot of women.
Leonardo
Because
DiCaprio.
you don't want a man, I'm sorry, you don't want a man that has no experience with anything.
You know what, Kat? I'll end it on that right there. I'll end it right there on that. And let me take this down. Like Tatum, bro, you the homie, man. We just don't agree with you on that one. But since you said that, Kat, and we're gonna talk about the community now. Since you said that, and just a little intro for the community.
I mean, you can see, man, my relationship status, man. These my queens. These my beautiful girls right here, man. These are the girls that hold me down. They take care of me. They do everything for me, man. They eat my butt. All of them. They eat my butt. Back to back. Sometimes together, sometimes they take turns.
They eat my butt. All of them. They eat my butt. Back to back. Sometimes together, sometimes they take turns.
They the ones who make me feel like the king that I am. You understand what I'm saying? Without them, I wouldn't be.
What in the world was that? Okay, they eat my butt.
So y'all want to know my feelings on the Black Manosphere and why I say the Black Manosphere is through. Look, y'all got the Black Manosphere scared of a white one. Black Manosphere scared of a little white girl up in the UK, fucking with some UK niggas and some Nigerians and shit. Y'all, the Black Manosphere, like niggas out there begging for reparations now. All talking about, well, we couldn't do nothing after slavery. We done told y'all, man, most slave owners was niggas, yo. Anthony Johnson got it popping. Show me one white slave owner, modern slave owner. All them stories they tell you about George Washington and Thomas Jefferson sleeping, that's bullshit. Show me the real. Sherrod Bryant is real. William Ellison is real. They descendants have freaking cookouts and barbecues every year at the memorials dedicated to them. BLM wasn't trying to get them jokers taken down, were they? All right, so I'm gonna play that one more time for y'all up in here. This is my thoughts on the Black Manosphere. And anybody want to come up? You got like 7 minutes if you want to ask Kat any questions. Me, I'm telling you, don't ask me shit, y'all. I ain't nothing. I ain't having no conversations. Nada. Any questions for Kat if you want them on Nick Fuentes, Just Pearly, or the community?
Come at me.
Freaking what is it called? The Black Manosphere. All right, one more time.
I mean, you can see, man, my relationship status, man. These my queens. These my beautiful girls right here, man. These are the girls that hold me down. They take care of me. They do everything for me, man. They eat my butt. All of them. They eat my butt. Back to back. Sometimes together, sometimes they take turns.
They eat my butt. All of them. They eat my butt. Back to back. Sometimes together, sometimes they take turns.
They the ones who make me feel like the king that I am. You understand what I'm saying? Without them, I wouldn't be.
Niggas can be gay too. Whether you like it or you love it. Whether you're kissing or you're touching. The right or lust, I know you covet. Niggas can be gay too. There ain't nothing you need to hide. Video games won't really survive. Tomorrow you might not be alive. Niggas can be gay too. Niggas can be gay too.
That's hilarious.
Yo, but
I mean, anybody can be what they want, right?
But yeah. I mean, that's my feelings on it though, and the link is in there if anybody want to come up. I'm done with it.
I'm pretty much done with that too. I was listening a lot to, like, the different clips for just Pearly and stuff like that. Just listening to different people's opinions on it, and some of them were pretty strong, and some of them were pretty judgmental. I mean, people jump the gun so fast to say things that, without doing a lot of research or even just contacting her herself.
Yeah. Have you heard worse? And the Black Manosphere.
Yes. That also.
Weren't you attacked by a certain short conservative content creator in his chat?
Oh yeah.
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 It was quite racist, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, if I thought it was racist, I thought the man was just peed off. But I do believe that he is a racist.
Yeah. But yeah,
it's more than just preferences, but yeah. But it was funny.
Yeah, y'all got like 4 minutes to click that link, and I'm gonna play this song. I gotta use the bathroom. I'm drinking water like crazy. I'm doing 75 hard, y'all. I'm on day 22, and I gotta go pee. So I'm gonna play this song for Kat and anybody else. And shout out, this ain't the Hoodservative remix, but I'm just gonna play the whole thing. Here you go.
Hello, twin. Put Dex on the phone. Dex, who the fuck is these bitches texting you and calling your phone?
You saying any damn thing.
No, I don't give a fuck. You left your shit in my car, so I'm obligated to go through it. What do you mean?
Mad.
No, you're mad.
Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. I pull up in that OJ. Whole flash. I got these bitches staring, comparing. If that's your girl not sharing, that's past tense. I be flexing. I say, baby, why you hating and you wanna drink my liquor? But I ain't even tripping. Please pass me a swisher. Smoking dope till I get hiccups. I think I need a pickup. So wanna pick me up, cause these pills got me real high up. But these hoes mad. Hoes mad. I think I fucked up best friend, a cousin. I got these bitches staring. They fighting. They texting me some weird shit. Oh man. Hoes mad. 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 Come here. Hoes mad. Hoes mad.
Oh my God. Yeah, Daddy, I just sped the song up a little bit, play the video a little bit faster, messing around with YouTube. and I cut it off before they started really wilding out. They started like pointing guns at the screen and stuff like that. So, but it is what it is, y'all. Man, I'm glad everybody came through. You know, little short stream. Catalina was up here, shared some insight, and like I told y'all, Pearl did nothing wrong. The Black Manosphere is through. TradCons, man, fall back, y'all. We on the same side. Like after this whole battle with the lefties and the commies and BLM and shit, and the savages is done. Look, then we'll settle the beef then. But we got a country to save. We on the same side. You know, when it's all said and done, if y'all still got smoke, okay, cool. Let's handle it then. But let's save our country first. You know what I mean? Your thoughts, Kat?
I agree 100%. Thank you so much for having me on. Thank you so much for discussing and deading this topic with Pearly.
Oh yeah, y'all ain't gonna hear from me for a while. I'm going back into hiding, and I'm gonna end up. You know, y'all ain't been through the rabbit hole in a minute, so I'm gonna leave y'all with a little bit of the rabbit hole outro. Peace.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You're pretty famous, right? You know what? I'm pretty famous too. Ain't that right? That's right. That's right. You know, maybe I can give you an autograph, huh? What you say, big boy?